Welcome to the IPF World Classic Powerlifting Championships. We're here at the Eleiko headquarters in Halmstad, Sweden. We have the combined Open, Sub-Junior, Junior and Masters Classic Powerlifting Championships. We are into the M1s now. We have had the M4s, the M3s, the M2s. We're into the M1 part of the competition. Tomorrow we'll complete the M1s and then we'll go straight into the Sub-Junior and Junior rounds before finishing up with the Open. We're really grateful to Eleiko for welcoming us here. They have made us very welcome. The venue is absolutely superb. Also grateful to SBD for supporting this competition and providing some of the best apparel to world-class strength athletes the world over. And also Strength Log, the Swedish app where you can log your workouts and PRs. Now this is the M1 83 kilo class. We have one group and we have the bar loaded. We are ready to go. Here's Faisal Al-Zabi from the United Arab Emirates. He's actually the chairman of the United Arab Emirates Powerlifting Committee. So he's the boss powerlifter in UAE. That was a very nice squat. 110 kilos on the bar. And 3 white lights. Next up we have Jesper Overguard from Denmark. He has been competing for 20 years. This is the M1 class. M1 is age 40 to 49. Jesper is opening at 160 kilos. That was a good lift, 2 to 1. He has 1 red card for depth. You can see the white lights and the red lights, but beneath the red lights, if you get a failure, you can see the colour of the failure. And in squats, red is always for depth. Rob Dyke is out next. He's coming out for 175 kilos, 3 red plates. His squat PB is 190. Lifting in his first World Championships. Okay, a little bit of work to do. Let's see what the referees thought about depth. They thought he did not manage to achieve the required depth. Parallel is not good enough. You have to break through that barrier and have the hip crease lower than the top of the knee. Coming out for your first squat on this kind of platform is so nerve-wracking, and I'm sure he will get that on his next attempt. Flayton, also from Denmark. All of these lifters are in the 83 kilo class. Kent is opening his account with 195 kilos. That's a good lift. He squatted 202.5 at the European Masters in July. So we'll see a little bit more from him, I think. Job Zion, next from the Netherlands. Hasn't been competing for very long. Not all of the Masters lifters have been competing for decades. Job has only been competing for 3 years, came into it as a master. Very fast descent. Depth looked good. Kept his position very well. And was rewarded with 3 white lights. Adem Biyikoglu next from Turkey.
Followed it on 1.
Relatively new lifter. First international. First World Championship at any rate. He's asked for 205 for his opener.
Good lift on 1.
Using quite a lot of his 60 seconds on the platform. He gets a squat command with 20 seconds to go.
On 1.
Depth looked nice. Ascent was very fast. And he's on the board. Once you've got your first squat in, you can keep going with your plan. If you miss your first squat, your entire game plan is in the bin. So you have to reevaluate everything. Emile Lofgren, Sweden. Also for 205.
Good lift on 1.
Now that looks okay, but I'm not sure if he did a little dip before he squatted. He needs to keep an eye on that, because if he goes, the bar goes up and down, the referees may interpret that as an attempt. Alessandro Karogi from Italy, out next for 235.
Followed it on 2.
First international competition. Only been lifting for 4 years.
Followed it on 1.
Look decent.
Good lift on 2.
And he's got 3 white lights. The last lifter to come out for his opening squat, Emile Lufkin from France. He has asked for 245 kilos. Only just into the Masters, 41 years old. You can see from the graphic there is the 83 kilo M1 class, and more information will populate in that box as we go through the competition. High bar squatter, very quad dominant. Oh, that's a struggle for an opener. He looked to be hunting for depth. He went so far, and then he dipped in, but it was harder than you want your opener to be, really. Have to wonder where he will go from there. But we move now into the second round of squats. I can see that Faisal Al-Zabi has declined to take any more squats. So we won't see him coming out again in this round. Jasper Overguard from Denmark. Opened at 160. Gone up 10 kilos to 170. Nice and deep, has to put a bit of effort in to bring it up.
Good lift on 1, good lift on 2.
That's a good lift for him. Rob Dyke is out next for 175. 49 years old, he will move into the M2 category next year. Of course, the face you may be looking for and not seeing in this group is Ryan Lapidat. He's sat behind me, commentating on the other platform. Won't be lifting in this session as he is injured. Okay, here's Rob Dyke. He did not get this on his first attempt. I think it was depth. Hopefully he can just sink it a little bit further this time. Definitely look better. And the referees agree. 3 white lights. So he's on the board. Everyone has a squat in. We have not lost any of our competitors. Job Zion from the Netherlands.
Bar loaded on 1. Bar loaded on 2.
Opened at 195. He's gone up to 202.5. Very fast descent again. You get a really good stretch reflex when you dive bomb your squat like that, but the problem is you have to be underneath it and driving it home when you run out of the stretch reflex just above parallel. But that was a good lift for him. That style obviously works for him. Kent Flayton from Denmark out next.
Bar loaded on 2.
He's gone up 10 kilos from his opener. This is 205. Did look like he was going to go ahead of the command there, but he held it. You have to wait for the squat command. But that was a good lift for Kent. Emile Lufkin next. Looking for 215.
Bar loaded on 1.
This will move him up into squat bronze medal position. But then the Turkish lifter gets the opportunity to respond to that. I think he needs to be really careful of that opening move. His knees unlock and lock.
Good lift on 1.
But the referees are happy. The referees don't see anything wrong with that. Adem Biyikoglu from Turkey. He's looking to take back that bronze medal position.
Bar loaded on 2.
If we take a look at the graphic as it comes up, you can see in that top bar the squat rank will move from 4 to 3. He's in 4th position. If he gets it, he will move up to 3rd place. Locks his knees, looks up for the squat command, receives it.
Good lift on 1.
Looks good.
Good lift on 2. Bar loaded on 1.
So he takes back now the bronze medal position, but of course there's another round of squats to go yet. First though, Alessandro Karogi is coming out for his 2nd attempt. Open at 235. Called for 245 for his next. Yeah, that was a little bit of a struggle. You could see that his hips started to come up and his the weight came forward, and that just was not going up. So he's still in silver medal position. Lepavan is coming out for 250. He's only gone up 5 kilos. So if we remember, his opener did look quite difficult. Now, I can't see him in the wings waiting to come out. So I wonder if he'll just think, do you know what? My opener was so tough. Oh no, here he is. Here he is. He has come out for it.
No lift on 2, on 1, 2 to 1. No lift on 1, 2 to 1.
Here we go. That is such a quad dominant squat. That's more like a weightlifted squat than a powerlifted squat. Very high bar. And that's a good lift for him. Clearly working well for him though, because he's in the lead on squats. As we go into the third round. Overguard now has gone up another 10 kilos. From 160, 170, 180.
No lift on 1, 2 to 1. Bar loaded on 1.
That looks like a well-judged third attempt.
Good lift on 2, 2
Centre
to
referee didn't like the depth. But 2 to 1 is fine. That was a good lift. Rob Dyke now, he missed his opener. Got it on his second attempt. And here he comes now for 182, 400 pounds.
Good lift on 1. Bar loaded on 1.
Handled that very well.
Good lift on 2, 2
Had got one red card for depth, but he got the lift 2 to 1. Job Zion next from the Netherlands. He's put another 5 kilos on. If we take a look at the graphic there, we can see he got a good lift on 195 and a good lift on 202.5. This is 207.5.
Good lift on 1.
Same fast descent we've seen each time.
Bar loaded on 1. Good
And that's a
lift
good
on
lift.
2.
Flayton has scratched his third attempt. He's not going to come out for another one. So we have 4 more squats in this
Bar
group.
loaded on 2.
Adem Biyikoglu from Turkey. He opened at 205, went all the way up to 220. He's going to put another 5 kilos on that now. He's in third place at the moment. In fact, he's guaranteed third place because Emile Lufkin is the heavier lifter. So if 2 lifters squat the same weight, then it's the lighter lifter that gets the advantage. And the Turkish lifter is lighter. So here we go. This is 225. 4 red plates. Now that didn't look as deep as his previous ones. Was it deep enough? It was. Fantastic. He's got that lift in. He's got the bronze medal on squat. And that puts him in a good position going into the rest of the competition. Here's Emile Lufkin, 225.
Bar loaded on 1.
He lists his PB as 222.5, so this will be a PB attempt. With the most weight he has ever squatted, if he's successful. And I think he has a new PB. 3 white lights.
On 2.
He is equal to Turkish lifter, but he is just a few grams, 800 grams heavier, so he will not take the medal. Karogi next. He is... This won't move him up. He's guaranteed the silver medal now. He missed 245 last time. Let's see if he can do it this time. Oh, he's fighting through it. He's certainly a fighter. Let's see what the referee's made of that. It's a good lift. He absolutely deserves every kilo of that. That got him the silver medal. Le Parvin from France. He is already in gold medal position. But of course, it's not just about individual medals. We are building a total here. The big prize is the world title. 255 on the bar. He's been late out to the platform each time. 40 seconds on the clock. I can see his coach, so presumably he's coming. Here we go.
Good lift on 1, 2 to 1.
Oh, did the bar dipped. He's certainly fought through it. It's a moral victory. He stood up with it. And it's a good lift. Fantastic. That's a gold medal for Le Parvin. We're going to take a 20-minute break now, and I hope to see you back here at the bench. Welcome back to the IPF World Classic Powerlifting Championships. We're here at the Eleiko headquarters. We have the M183 kilo men, and we are through to the bench press. We're at the Eleiko headquarters in Halmstad, Sweden, and we are in the Masters section of the World Championships. We move into the juniors and sub-juniors on Sunday, and then we will get through to the open categories on Wednesday. Just checking my schedule there. And on Wednesday we start with the women's open 47 kilo class. But for the moment we have the M183 kilo lifters on the platform. Leading us out in bench press we have Job Zijen from the Netherlands. He is going to open his account with 110 kilos.
Bar is loaded.
Gets the start command. And that looked very nice for an opening lift. He is on the board.
117.5 next, weight on the bar.
Jesper Overguard next from Denmark. He has asked for 117 and a half.
Bar loaded, 117.5 kilos. Jesper Overguard, Denmark.
Looks a bit off centre from that view. 2-to-1 good lift. I must admit, I wondered if he had jumped to command. Maybe the referee also thought the same. But the yellow card failure can cover many different things. If you move your feet, or you lift your butt or your head off the bench, or if your feet touch the bench, there's a number of different yellow card failures. Emile Lufkin from Sweden. He is opening his bench with 130 kilos. He has elected to take a self handoff. Some lifters do this to eliminate the variability of a handoff that they're not familiar with. Most people take a centre handoff just because it helps you not use up any extra strength, but that was a good lift. Good lift for Emile Lufkin. Alessandro Karogi. Looking for 140 kilos. His PB is 150, so this should present no problem. Takes the centre handoff from the platform crew. Keeps his chest up really well, and that's an easy press. Very nice.
White lights and a good lift at 140 for Alessandro Karogi. 140 remains on the bar for Emile Lufkin of France. Bar is loaded.
The Paven also asking for 140 to open his account. Clock is ticking. That was a very polite thank you as he received the bar. And that's a nice opening bench. Oh, he's clutching his wrist as he went off. I hope he hasn't hurt himself. Rob Dyke next. He will open his bench press with 155 kilos. That's just 5 kilos below his current PB.
Rob Dyke, Canada. Just under 9 minutes to lift off on 1. 6 minutes to any changes.
He benched 160 at Canadian Nationals last year. That's a tough opener. He had to work hard to get that home. But it's a good lift. He is on the board. Have to question how much more he has in him. Biakoglu from Turkey. He would like 160. Ooh, I think that is not going anywhere. That looked like it was a strength issue, which is a real problem because you can't drop the weight. He has to come out for, well, the same weight or higher, but you wouldn't think he'd go higher than that. So, yeah, he's looking in peril. But maybe there was a technical error there that we didn't see that just threw him off, threw his line off. Fingers crossed he can come back for his second and nail that. Faisal Al-Zabi from UAE. He only took a single squat. He opened his squat at 110 and declined any further attempts. So here he is. He's opening his bench significantly higher than his squat. Very strong. Clearly a bench press specialist. And he is straight to the top of the board. However, we have another bench specialist to come, Flayton from Denmark. He has called for 170. He's opening with 170. He says that his PB is 170.5. That's a brave attempt. At the European Masters in July, he benched 202.5. I'm sorry, he benched 165. I was reading his squat numbers. Oh, it's nice and easy. And it got him 3 white lights. So we go through now into round 2 of the bench press. I'm getting a lot of the information that I'm giving to you from openipf.org. We have all the IPF international competitions on there. And you can look up individual lifters' numbers. If you want to follow the score sheet for the competition, that's on goodlift.info. And there you can also get the schedule and have a look at the nominations as well. So, round 2 of the bench. Here's Job Zion from the Netherlands. 117.5. Oh, it's some work. He was moving around a lot on the bench. Let's hope that he didn't actually lift his butt. He did not. That's fantastic. That's a 2.5 kilo PB for him. However, I'm not sure he really had any more in him. Overguard next from Denmark. 122.5. Oh, he's having some difficulty getting that to lockout. Really took a lot of effort to push through the sticking point, but that's a good lift. Again, you have to question how much more he has in the tank. Emil Lufkin next. He has asked for 135.
Bar is loaded, 135 kilos, Emil Lofgren, Sweden. No more changes on one, no more changes on one.
Had to work for that, but that's a successful lift. A good lift for him at 135.
135 kilos, 145 next weight on the bar, Emile Lufkin of France.
Le Pavon
145 kilos
from France. He is coming out now for 145. Barely a master's lifter, just 41 years old.
Can we have referees and spotters to platform 1, please? Referees and spotters to platform 1, please.
Here he comes, consistently late to the platform.
Also, commentator. Oh, here he comes. Six-pack Lappadack in the house.
Oh, that is a 2-to-1, a good lift. A blue card represents a downward movement of the bar, usually.
Alessandro Karogi of Italy. Bar is loaded.
I was slightly distracted. I did not see any downward movement of the bar, but the referees are looking right at them. 147.5 for Alessandro Karogi. Did he jump that press command? A little bit difficult for me to tell from here. It's a noisy environment with 2 platforms. And if the referees thought that he didn't, then he definitely did not. That was a good lift for him. And we have Rob Dyke coming out next. He's only gone up 2.5 kilos, which I think is reasonable. His opener did not look easy at all.
Bar loaded on 2.
Should acknowledge how difficult it is travelling long haul and then trying to put out your best performance as a strength athlete. Does not lend itself to such things. However, we can see from the graphic he's bench press rank 3. He's in bronze medal position. Lights have dimmed slightly, so sorry about that. I hope you can still see clearly. Now, I think he lifted his head. Well, let's see what the referees think. Yeah. He lifted his head off the bench, and you have to keep your head, shoulders and butt in contact with the bench and your feet flat on the floor.
Bar loaded on 2. Good lift on 1.
Having some issue with our lights today. So here is Biyokoglu from Turkey. He missed this on his opener. Just looked like he just wasn't strong enough. But let's hope he can get it this time. And it's going. Oh no, he just can't get through that sticking point. Oh, that is such a shame. You really do need to open on a weight you can be absolutely confident of, even on your worst day. It's not about where you start, it's about where you finish. So you really need to get in a really safe opener, otherwise you throw everything away. Faisal Al-Zabi next from UAE. Strong bencher, open at 165, going up to 172.5.
Good lift on one. Followed it on one.
No lift.
On two.
Blue cards. The referee is also talking to him about his hand spacing on the bar, but that is not what he got blue cards for.
Followed it on two.
Kent Flayton next, 177.5. That looked very easy. 177.5 is an M1 83 kilo lifter. Referee is just going to have a chat with the lifter. Not quite sure what infraction he saw there. But the bar is now loaded for Joop Zion from the Netherlands. This is the first bench from round 3.
Good lift on one.
Of course, I've been reminded that the blue card is also for lockouts in bench. That was just too heavy today, unfortunately.
No lift on
He's
two.
left with a best of 117.5.
Just that little bit too heavy, I'm afraid. Bar loaded on two.
Jesper Overguard from Denmark is up next. 125 on the bar.
Good lift on one. Bar loaded on one.
Ooh, that's a fight, isn't it? Oh, it looked like it was going. Didn't quite manage it today. But that's great. He got 122.5, failed 125, so we can be absolutely certain that he squeezed out every kilo he was capable of on the day. Lofgren, 140.
Bar loaded on two. Two to one, good lift on one. Bar loaded on 1.
No, not there today.
Well caught loaders.
Leaves him with
on
the best
2.
of 135.
No lift.
Lepavin next from France for 150.
Bar loaded on 2. Good lift on 1. Bar loaded on 1.
That did look to me like he jumped that press command, but he's not managing to lock it out anyway.
No lift on 2, just a little too heavy.
So that leaves him with the best of 145. He's still leading the field overall. He's going to need to defend hard against the Italian though, who's coming up next for 152.5.
Bar loaded on 1.
Making sure he's adjusted his wrist wraps before he approaches the platform. The only item of apparel you can adjust on the platform is your belt. Good lift for Alessandro.
Good lift on 1.
He is now only 2.5 kilos behind the French lifter at subtotal.
Bar loaded on 2.
Here's Rob Dyke. He missed 157.5 last time. He's coming out for it again. We can see from the graphic that bench press rank 3 means he's in bronze medal position. He won't move up to silver with this. Silver is 20 kilos up the road. I'm sorry, 10 kilos up the road.
Good lift on 1.
He's fighting it, but it just is not going.
2 well caught loaders.
That leaves him with the best of 155. He left nothing on the table there at all, and it does win him the bronze medal.
On 2, the lifter from Turkey, Adem Biyikoglu, needs this to stay in the competition.
Now we have some drama. Adem Biyikoglu from Turkey. He has been unable to press this on his first or second attempts. This is his third attempt. If he can get this, this will shoot him straight into bronze medal position. And if he doesn't, then unfortunately he cannot make a total.
Good lift on 1.
Has a lot of support in the room. No one wants to see him bomb. It's got to exactly the same place and he just cannot lock it out. That is such a shame. He can carry on in the competition and he can still take medals in squat and deadlift, but he cannot now make a total.
No lift on 2.
So we have Faisal Al-Zabi next. He failed 172.5, so he's gone up to 177.5. This will this move him up? Yes, he is lighter than the Danish lifter. So if he can press this moves him up from silver medal position in bench to gold medal position in bench.
Bar loaded on 2.
So here we go. This is for bench press gold.
Bar loaded on 1.
Oh, that's untidy. I'm not absolutely certain what the referees will think. And they think that blue card could be downward movement or no lockout. I'm not certain which one that was. It could have been both.
Bar is loaded on 2.
So, Kent Flayton, he is guaranteed the gold medal. He's benched 177.5. That's good enough for the gold on bench. This is 182, £400. 403.
He's waiting for one signal.
He's sitting in third place overall at subtotal. But the Swedish lifter in fourth place has the bigger deadlift, so it's all to play for as we go into the main competition.
Bar loaded on 1.
And he's got it up. Impressive lifting from the Danish lifter. That's 3 white lights. 182.5 kilos. That's 12 kilos on his PB. Gold medal in bench, third place overall. So he's well placed going into the rest of the competition. We're going to take a 20-minute break now, and we will come back for deadlift. Welcome back to the M1 83 kilo session of the IPF World Classic Powerlifting Championships. We're here at the pointy end of the competition, which is deadlift. The party doesn't start until the bar hits the floor. And the bar is ever so slightly off the floor at the moment on the beautiful Eleiko jack. That is such a beautiful piece of kit. Looks like it belongs in a design museum or maybe an F1 pit crew team. So we are here at the Eleiko headquarters in Halmstad, Sweden. We're here for another 10 days, I think, something like that. So we are nearly at the end of the Masters competition. We have the rest of the M1 lifters lifting tomorrow. And then on Sunday we go into the junior and sub-junior categories. But right now we have the M1 83 kilo category. And we are kicking off the deadlift with Faisal Al-Zabi. 120 kilos. The bar is loaded and we are ready to go. Well, he made short work of that. 3 white lights, a good lift, and we are off. Kent Flayton from Denmark is next. Opening at 190. He is in quite a close fight for the overall. In fact, we're going to have to get through the first round of deadlifts to really see the positions shake down. But this is 190 for Kent Flayton, which was really quite easy. Canadian Rob Dyke is up next. Struggled a little bit on squats, seems to be a bench specialist. He's opening his deadlift at 200. 200 kilos. I didn't give him too much trouble. Referee is just explaining to him that he needs to literally pull his socks up. So next 215 for Jesper Overguard, prison officer from Denmark.
Record attempts. 103, Joanna Reba from Canada.
Here we go, 215.
On 2, Jesper Overguard, Denmark.
Little bit of a struggle at lockout there. But a good lift nonetheless.
30 seconds on 1.
Alessandro Karogi from Italy. He's going to come out for 240 kilos.
That concludes the bench on 1. Let's focus on 2 now. Bar is loaded, 240 kilos. Alessandro Karogi.
Just to remind you that if you tuned in looking for Ryan Lapidat, he's not lifting in this group today. He is injured. If you're missing him, you can tune in to the other platform and hear him commentate. But this is Alessandro Karogi, opening his deadlift with 240 kilos. Very nice.
White lights for Alessandro. Next one on the bar, 250 kilos,
Job Zayen from the Netherlands next. He's going to open at 250.
250 kilos for Job.
has his socks properly pulled up. The reason that you have to have long socks for deadlift is so that if the knurling of the bar rips up your shins, you don't leave lots of your skin entangled in the knurling. That is a good lift for Job. These Eleiko bars are brand new, and I can attest they are really quite sharp. Emil Lofgren next.
Bar is loaded, 255 kilos, Emil Lufkin of Sweden. On 2.
That looked quite comfortable.
Good lift for Emil at 255.
So next up we have, Adam Biyikoglu is next. He's coming out for 260.
Is this correctly loaded? It is. The bar is loaded at 260 kilos for Adem Biyikoglu of Turkey.
Unfortunately didn't manage a successful bench press, so he can't make a total.
18 minutes remain.
But he can still take medals in the deadlift, and clearly he's a deadlift specialist. He's opening much higher than anyone else with 260 kilos. That looked very comfortable. Okay, we are flying through these deadlifts. We are already into the second round. Kent Flayton is going to come out for 207.5. He's put 17.5 on his opener. Current PB is 200, so this absolutely smashes his personal best.
207.5 kilos for Kent Flayton.
And he made short work of that. That is a 7.5 kilo personal best. Rob Dyke next. In his final year as an M1. Moves up to M2 next year. Coming out for 210.
210 kilos, Rob Dyke of Canada.
Good lift for Rob.
Good lift, 3 white lights for Rob Dyke at 210 kilos. Next one, about 225 kilos.
225 next for Overguard. That's 4 red plates.
Bar is loaded, 225 for Jesper of Denmark.
Little bit of a struggle at lockout. He really needs to keep hold of that bar. Now I suspect the yellow card is for dropping the bar. He did actually let go of it as it hit the floor, which you must return the bar to the platform under control, which means having your hands on it. Still, he was strong enough. I'm sure he'll come out for that again. Here's Alessandro Karogi. He's in first place overall at the moment. He is not unassailable though, so he needs to keep adding weight to his total. Just keep putting numbers on the board. He opened at 240, this is 250. Oh, a little bit of a struggle just through that transition point. But he got it. Fantastic. That pushes him out a little bit further into the lead. Job Zion next from the Netherlands. He opened at 250. This is 262.5.
Is loaded, 262.5 kilos, Job Zion of Netherlands.
This will move him into gold medal position on deadlift. He's 4th overall at the moment. I'm not going to say he can't catch the man in 3rd. He absolutely can. So let's see how this goes. Oh dear, his grip was going in his left hand. As soon as your grip starts to go, the body declines to put out any force, and it all goes to pot. That's a real shame. Biyikoglu next. He looks very strong with 260. He's coming out now for 270. He is in gold medal position in deadlift. Unfortunately, cannot make a total. That was a little bit yanky off the floor. You really need to watch out for your bicep tendon if you're pulling like that. But that's a very successful lift for him, 270 kilos. Now, Emile Lufkin is also coming out for 270. And he is, he's heavier. So this won't take the gold from the Turkish lifter. He's in silver medal position in deadlift. He's in silver medal position overall. He's a little way behind first placeman, so... But that's a nice deadlift. Very nice indeed. Okay, we are right at the pointy end of the competition now. We're into the 3rd round of deadlift. Kent Flayton, he had the gold in bench press. He didn't take a medal in squat. Doesn't have the biggest deadlift, but he is in 3rd place just at the moment, so we'll have to see how this pans out. The biggest deadlifter always has the power in powerlifting because they get to go out last and react to what everyone else is doing. Open at 190, pulled 207.5, and this is 215 for a 15 kilo personal best. Of course, you're going to be happy with 15 kilos on your deadlift. Who wouldn't be? He's sitting in the overall bronze medal position right now, so he's going to have a nervous 5 minutes while he watches the rest of the competition play out, while everyone tries to take that position away from him. Here's Rob Dyke.
220 kilos, Rob Dyke of Canada. Change.
We have a change, so when it comes to 3rd deadlifts, the only lift that you can change is your 3rd deadlift, and you're allowed 2 changes. So as long as you haven't been called to the platform, you can put in a change, and there's a lot of tactics comes into this, and reacting to what your competitors do.
Rob has got up to 237.5.
So Rob has, he's going for broke. But first we've got Overguard, who is going to come out for the 225 he didn't get last time. He's not in the medals for deadlift or for overall. Grip going again, unfortunately. So that leaves him with the best of 215, 517.5 kilo total.
10 minutes to lift off on 1. 7 minutes to change openers on 1.
Here's Rob Dyke. He's put a Hail Mary on the bar. Open at 200, pull 210. Now he's looking for 237.5. This still does not put him in the medals, but it will move him up from 5th to 4th. And who knows, he may have a personal goal. There may be a national record at home that he's going for here. No, I think that was a little bit of too much for Nas to jump 27.5 kilos for your third attempt. So that leaves you with the best of 210 and a 547.5 kilo total, 5th place.
255 kilos on the bar now for Alessandro Karogi.
Now we have everything to play for in deadlift medals. We still have 1st and 2nd overall, quite tightly matched. So this is going to come down to pulling for the win. Alessandro's in 1st position, he's in the World Championship position at the moment. Open with 240, pull 250, this is 255. No, so.
I'm sorry, no lift for Alessandro.
So he's going to have to wait and see what everyone else can do. He's finished on 250 deadlift, which gives him a 647.5 kilo total. The Swedish lifter is currently sitting with a 630 total. So I expect to see a change from Lofgren. No one else can really catch him, but we still have the Turkish lifter who is battling for the deadlift gold.
Bar is loaded, 262.5 kilos, Job Zayen of Netherlands.
So here's Job Zayen.
This time.
He opened with 250. He missed this weight last time. This will move him up to a deadlift medal. Oh, I thought his grip was going. He held on to it. 2-1, he's got it. And that moves him up to 3rd place in deadlift. He's going home with a bronze medal. So that gave him a 587.5 kilo total, 4th place. He can't be, no one can pass him on that now. We only have 2 deadlifts left to go. Biyikoglu unfortunately can't make a total, so he's not fighting for the overall place. But of course he'd like to go home with the deadlift gold. So we've just got a little bit of contamination on the bar, so we're going to take a moment to make sure that that's cleaned up. We have the deadlift bar cleaned now.
Bar is loaded, 275 kilos, and then
275 kilos, 5 red plates. Here he comes. He's in gold medal position at the moment, but he's under pressure from the Swede Lofgren. So he's going to want to push this out in front. Got quite a Yankee style, but a very, very strong deadlift. Okay, so if Emil Lofgren, it'll be interesting to see what he does now. I can see he's made 2 changes. So Emil has made 2 changes, and we've got 275 on the bar. He can't make any more. He can't react. He can't take the deadlift gold from the Turkish lifter because he is heavier in body weight. And this will not move him up, so we are assured of our rank at this point. Emil has a deadlift silver and the overall silver, and Alessandro Karogi is our new M1 83 kilo world champion. I've just heard that Rob Zayen's third deadlift was overturned for soft knees. However, Alessandro Karogi wins with a total of 647.5. That concludes the competition. We will have the medal ceremony coming up next. Not the women's deadlift. We will have the medal ceremony in a few minutes, and I hope you'll stick around for that. And we will be back tomorrow with more powerlifting. Please do join us then.
Okay, we are going to announce the results. Ladies first. We first deal with the Masters 147 kilo category, the squats. But first we give the presentation medals, the participation medals to everyone who has competed today. They will be handed out by Helen Flayton. Okay, everyone has the participation medals. And we now present the medals for the 47 kilo Masters 1 category, starting with squats. The silver medal with 100 kilos squatted goes to Sweden's Natalie Slyers. Please make your way onto the podium. And the gold medal on squats from Ukraine. And it's nice to see her moving about. It is Natalia Ivankova, 110 kilos. Now the bench press. You may as well stay where you are. I'm not going to make you get on and off the platform. In silver medal position with 65 kilos from Sweden, Natalie Slyers. The gold medal on bench press with 70 kilos, Natalia Ivankova. And now deadlift. The silver medal with 127.5 goes to Natalia Ivankova of Ukraine. The gold medal with 132.5 goes to Sweden's Natalie Slyers. And the overall results, you've got all the fastest lifters, they know the results before we do. In silver medal position overall with 297.5 kilos from Sweden, it is Natalie Slyers. Silver medal and Ileco water bottle. And your new world champion with 307.5 from Ukraine, Natalia Ivankova. Please be upstanding, ladies and gentlemen, for the national anthem of Ukraine. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to love the teamwork of everyone helping the young lady off the platform. I hope she gets better very, very soon, but at least she has a world championship to console her. Okay, 52 kilo Masters 1, squats in bronze medal position with 115 kilos from Great Britain, Kat Shamel. In silver medal position with 130 kilos from Canada, Joanna Rieber. position with 137.5 kilos from the United States Virgin Islands, it is Adriana Pence. Well done, ladies. Bench press now. In bronze medal position. Let's change places, ladies. In bronze medal position, with 60 kilos, the United States Virgin Islands, it is Adriana Pence. In silver medal position, with 72.5 kilos from Great Britain, Pat Chamel. And the gold medal on bench with 97.5 kilos goes to the bench machine from Canada, Joanna Rita. And now deadlift. With 157.5 kilos, the bronze medal goes to Great Britain's Kat Chamel. The silver medal with 160 kilos goes to Canada's Joanna Reba. And the gold medal on deadlift with 165 kilos goes to Adriana Pence, United States Virgin Islands. And now the overall. In bronze medal position with 345 kilos total. From Great Britain, Kat Chamel. And the little bird tells us she broke the British record as well. 362.5 kilos, United States Virgin Islands, Adriana Pence takes the silver medal overall. And your new world champion, 52 kilo masters 1, 387.5 kilos from Canada, Joanna Reba. Please be upstanding, ladies and gentlemen, for the national anthem of Canada. Thank you, ladies. Well done. Okay, we now move to the next category. Ooh, look at that. That was almost simultaneous. Did you rehearse that? On squats, 57 kilos, Masters 1 in bronze medal position with 117.5 kilos from Great Britain, Helen Hughes. The silver medal on squat goes to Canada's Danielle Hussey with 120 kilos. And the gold medal on squat with 147.5 kilos goes to Italy's Elisa Vinante. We now move to bench press. In bronze medal position with 65 kilos from Canada, Danielle Hussey. In silver medal position with 67.5 kilos from Belgium, Elisa Rollins. And the gold medal on bench with 85 kilos goes to Great Britain's Helen Hughes. And now the deadlift. In bronze medal position with 150 kilos. From Italy, Elisa Vinante. In silver medal position with 152.5 kilos from Germany, Jasmine Treimer. And the gold medal on deadlift with 162.5 kilos from Belgium, Elisa Rummens. And now let's move to the overall, please. The overall. The overall, Sasha, please. Thank you. In bronze medal position overall with 345 kilos, it is Belgium's Elisa Rummens. In silver medal position overall with 347.5 kilos from Great Britain, it is Helen Hughes. And your new 57 kilo Masters 1 World Champion from Italy, Elisa Vinante! Forza Elisa! Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of Italia. Well done, ladies. Well done. And that, if I'm not mistaken, was the last class of ladies. So, maestro, please, the music. Ladies, if you can follow Farshid off the platform, give them a round of applause as they leave the platform, please. But we're not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. I seem to remember we had some 83 kilo Masters 1 men. Are they ready? I hope they've not gone home. I hope they're not holding the bar already. Bear with us, ladies and gents. 81 kilo Masters 1 men coming right up. Okay, we are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for our 83 kilo Masters 1 men. Is that everybody? Okay, Sasha, 83 kilo Masters 1 men, please. Okay. So first of all, the medals for squats. We will need someone to present them. I'm sorry, sir, you need a blazer. 225 kilos, the bronze medal on squats from Sweden, Emile Lofgren. Where is Emil? This one, please. The silver medal on squats, also with 25 kilos, from Turkey, Adem Bikoglu. And the gold medal on squat with 245 kilos from Italy, Alessandro Kiwi. Bench press now, please. In bronze medal position with 155 kilos from Canada, Dyke. In silver medal position with 165 kilos from the United Arab Emirates, Faisal Al-Zabi. And the gold medal with 182.5 kilos from Denmark with the Norwegian name Flayton. Well done, gentlemen. And now the deadlift, please. In bronze medal position with 250 kilos from Italy, Alessandro Karogi. No champagne today, I'm sorry, you have to buy your own. In silver medal position with 275 kilos from Sweden, Emile Lufkin. And such a close class, because this is the second one that was decided on body weights. The gold medal on deadlift, also with 275 kilos, from Turkey, Adem Bikoglu. Finally, the overall results. In bronze medal position overall, with 602.5 kilos from Denmark, Flayton. In silver medal position with 635 kilos from Sweden, Emile Lufkin. Wait for it. In gold medal position, your new world champion with 647.5 kilos from Italy, Alessandro Karogi. Forza Alessandro. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of Italy. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an awesome day of lifting, and we are only on day 2. There are 8 more days to come. We've got juniors, we have got seniors. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause as they follow Farshid off the platform.